actually a few anime heroes that nobody can stop. So welcome back to Animeology, and today we will show you the top 10 anime where the main character is an ultimate being that nobody can stop. Before we begin, be sure to drop a like and subscribe down below for more anime top 10s, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 10. Tenchi Muyo. The original version of Tenchi Masaki doesn't actually lose much in the way of serious fights. When he went up against Kagato one-on-one, he blew him out of the water, which allowed him to awaken his unique powers as the owner of the Lighthawk wings. After that, it becomes progressively more difficult to beat him as he masters more and more of his powers. He's been trained by the most impressive swordsman Jorai has ever had because of his granddad, who was the only person capable of beating Ryoko when she was on her initial rampage. Despite the short length of episodes, Tenchi Muyo is a great OVA series for those looking for sci-fi comedy. Oh, there's action and romance, but you will stay for the ladies. It runs a gambit of many things, but sci-fi comedy really is the best description. You'll get a laugh out of this crazy bunch, and some might even make you cry once you learn more about them. Tenchi Muyo is a great, if short, introduction to anime and the harem subgenre. If you're into something that is a bit more relaxed but still crazy, then try it out. Number 9. Gurren Lagann. Simon the Digger, the main character from Gurren Lagann, is the strongest character in anime. Stronger than Goku, stronger than Golden Experience Requiem from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and even stronger than Saitama from One Punch Man. Simon might have started the series as a nervous young man who lacked confidence in his abilities, but none of his actual conflicts support that understanding of himself. When it comes to actual conflicts with the anti-spirals and other opponents, he's never once been defeated. Not to say he's never lost anything significant in battle. Kamina's demise impacted him deeply, but he's never actually been defeated himself. Gurren Lagann is a fantastic anime, and may perhaps be the best one of all time. The plot is simple, but brings new twists to the table and many mysteries to uphold. The characters are great and spectacular, and all of their arcs are well done. And at number 8, haven't you heard? I'm Sakamoto. No matter what Sakamoto tries, he comes out victorious. Almost supernaturally skilled in everything from perfect grades to blowing bubbles, nobody can hope to meet his level of perfection. This riles up the boys in his class, who are jealous of the attention he gets from girls, which sometimes leads them to challenge him to various fights and contests. All of these efforts are in vain, of course, because Sakamoto is completely unbeatable. This anime is so corny and cheesy. Like, to me, the main character, Sakamoto, is so stylish and does everything with style. Some of the things he does honestly just kill me. He's sweet, quick on his feet, and smart. And to top it all off, I love how the anime says, cool, cooler, coolest. Number 7. Mob Psycho 100. Mob Kageyama is a powerful psychic whose abilities transcend those of anyone else around him. Though he isn't successful at everything he tries, he's awkward around girls, and he can't keep up with the body improvement club at his school, He's undefeated when it comes to psychic showdowns. According to One, the manga creator responsible for the character, the only person who could possibly defeat him is Tatsumaki, the most powerful psychic in One Punch Man, One's other well-known manga. The amazing thing about Mob Psycho 100 is the excitement while feeling less of an anime but more like a comic action flick. As an adaptation, the show is stuffed with action, personality, and creativity. I can't remember any episode where I was watching the clock and, in fact, often feel like the episodes go way too fast. Mob Psycho 100 is a showcase of the best things anime has to offer and is the epitome of great storytelling, animation, pacing, character development, comedy, and of course, action. The main character is lovable. The characters are hilarious, creative, and well thought out development-wise. Number 6. The Disastrous Life of Saiki K.
外野へパスして内野に仲間が増えれば僕の衣装も薄まる。ただ届かなかったら困るから気持ち強めに。
Saiki Kuso is what you get when you cross Saitama with Mob. He's a gifted psychic who can defeat anyone who challenges him with no trouble. What Saiki really wants, however, isn't to win. Instead, he just wants to be able to lead a normal life without a lot of extra hassle. Sure, he could teleport when he was only a year old and could easily destroy the world if he wanted to, but he just wants to relax and eat junk food. Will he ever get what he wants? Probably not. The variety that having psychic powers provides to the story makes this anime so great. Every episode feels very different to the others thanks to the multiple uses that they have. The humor itself is quite fast-paced and manages to be constantly funny. You will be laughing the whole time you watch this anime. All the side characters get the right amount of screen time to become memorable, yet never feel like they are overused. The fourth wall breaks are fantastic, and I really have to mention the parodies, that are mostly from other popular games and series that everyone knows about, so no one is left with a, well, I don't get it reaction every time they happen. Coming in at number 5, No Game, No Life. Sora and Shiro are the protagonists of No Game, No Life. When the series starts, they exist as Blank, a duo who's never lost a game in their lives. They've got the high score for hundreds of games and have no defeats, which is what gets them invited to Disboard. In a world where every conflict is in the form of a game, they never seem to lose, or rather, they literally cannot lose. So both of them wind up coming out on top in every match. Now living in their ideal world, Sora and Shiro engage in gameplay to earn the right to rule humanity and then extend their goals to world domination. After all, they wish to have fun while they earn the chance to play against the one true god that freed them from a world of boredom and isolation. The problem is, the season ends on a cliffhanger, and we never do get to see what happens after the defeat of one nation. This may prove a satisfactory ending for some, but for others, there are obvious hints as to why this anime needs a second season. Number 4, The Irregular at Magic High School. Tatsuya Shiba is a person with almost no magic in a world of magicians, but that doesn't matter, because he's stronger and smarter than nearly everyone else around him. He's yet to overcome his master Kokono Yakumo, but even that is only partially true. It's already been acknowledged that in terms of pure martial arts ability, Tatsuya has already surpassed him. A lot of this is because the creator simply doesn't like fight scenes, so he made his protagonists powerful enough to make them all end quickly. Tatsuya Shiba is a weed, someone who has been determined by his magical high school to have no magical potential at all. No one expects him to be able to accomplish much, but he turns out to be nearly undefeatable. How? His physical prowess, combined with his nearly unlimited knowledge of technology, gives him the boost he needs to wipe the floor with any opponent. Don't underestimate Tatsuya Shiba, because he doesn't need magic to win. At number 3, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Yusei has one duel that people count as a loss, and it's his match against Kiryu, his former friend. But that duel actually has no clear victor because it wasn't able to reach a conclusion. When the two rematched twice later, Yusei won both decisively. Aside from that, Yusei's blemishes all come from duels that happened before the series even started. Even the duels he should have lost wind up being victories for him because his opponents make bad decisions and just hand over duels to him. You'll watch Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds as if you're watching an anime with a great storyline. It's not like any other anime out there if you ask me. The story is beautiful as it deals with our current issues about how technology is taking over pretty quickly. This alone makes the story better than the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. And also better than other anime stories that can't keep up with a good character vibe. At number 2, Assassination Classroom. Koro-sensei is a tentacle monster with a smiley face for a head, so he doesn't exactly look like he's impossible to defeat. Looks can be deceiving, however. Despite efforts from everyone from the military to a group of middle school students that he's personally training to be able to take him out, no one comes even remotely close to beating this guy. He's super strong, moves at incredible speeds, and can use his mucus as a disgustingly effective protective barrier. Ultimately, Koro-sensei's life comes to an end at the hands of his students, but it's only because he allows it to happen. He wants to be stopped before the antimatter inside him blows up and destroys civilization. Because he's the one who trained the kids to be able to do it, this counts as more of a victory than a defeat. There's enough action, suspense, and plot twists to keep about anyone interested for 50+ episodes. I would recommend this to anyone. Assassination Classroom is considered to be one of the best animes in Japan because we see how Koro-sensei makes Class 3E the worst student to the best student. And finally, at number 1, One Punch Man. If an anime fan hacked into dictionary.com and uploaded a picture next to the word unbeatable, it would be a picture of Saitama. By virtue of doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and running 10 kilometers every day, he's able to defeat anyone with a single punch. At least, that's how he says he got so strong. He can take literally anyone out, including a meteor hurling towards the earth. How powerful would someone have to be to defeat him? One shudders to imagine it. One Punch Man's entire point as a storyline is that Saitama is never actually supposed to lose any fights. He's seeking someone who can fight on his level, but every time someone shows up, he's already vastly more powerful than they are. Enemies that have completely wiped out some of the most powerful A and S ranked heroes are all defeated by him with a single punch.